likes, then we can get started with the analysis. Double tap on your screen, guys. Let's get the lights up. Let's double tap. Welcome back to another live. Hope everybody's doing great. We're just getting started. Today is going to be another amazing morning. Hmm. Oh my God. Me too. Give me a second, guys. Let's tap on our screen. 2K live. Okay, so let me open up the pairs that I'm going to be analyzing. Number one, I have gold on the list. Okay. And number two, I will be analyzing GBP USD. So I have gold. Whoops. So yeah, this is gold. And then let me split the screen. Okay. So the next pair that I'm going to analyze after gold is going to be GBP USD. Yeah, this GBP USD self-held, unfortunately. Okay, so that's GBP USD. And then we'll just keep it like that for now, okay? I'm also going to analyze Audi USD and all that, but I won't open it up for now. Let's have gold on the screen. Let's tap on our screen, guys. Okay, almost there. 300 more to go. 300 more likes to go. Hope everybody can hear me. Welcome back, guys, to another live. We're back here live on TikTok to analyze, trade, and learn. I hope you guys are doing great. If this is your first time joining the live, then welcome. Great to have you here. What I do in this live is analyze the Forex market. I look at things like gold, GBP AGUSD. This is a great place to learn about trading if you're a beginner. I come live Monday to Thursday, starting at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It's a great place to learn about trading. If you're a beginner, make sure you follow me on TikTok, join my Telegram group so that you can learn math fully for free. The link is in the bio. Okay. Now let me know in the chat box if you guys can hear me. Can everybody hear me? Can you guys hear me? Let me know in the chat box. Okay. So you guys can hear me? Okay, perfect. So you're early today. You good? Why is everybody surprised that I'm early? I told you guys yesterday that I'm gonna start coming a little bit earlier. Okay, I'm gonna start coming around 9:30 a.m. Eastern time instead of 10:30 because I want us to be able to catch the good moves, right? Because the market um tends to start moving. If it's more volatile around 8:30, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So I want us to be able to catch those big moves, okay? So we can actually make money because the goal of the life is number one, to learn, okay, get some general knowledge, not everything, because if you want to get all the knowledge, of course, you need to join the trading class. So the goal of this life is to get some knowledge about trading, and then the other goal is for us to actually be making some money, right? So if we're not making any money, then we're not really like, you know, achieving our goal on this life, right? So that is why starting from now, we are going to start coming live on TikTok, on YouTube, starting from 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday to Thursday. So you guys, you can add that to your schedule, all right, so that you can make sure you tune in when we are live, okay? Okay, so we are officially at 2,000 likes. Thank you so much, guys, for helping me get to that point. Now, as you guys continue to listen, please continue to tap on the screen. The next target is 10K, 10,000 likes. So just continue tapping on your screen. Greatly appreciate it. And yeah, so let's get started without further ado. So I'm going to start off by analyzing gold. After that, we'll look at GBP/USD. And then we'll look at AUD/USD and look at other pairs. Okay. All right. So let's get started. So I have gold on the list here. Let me just expand my screen a little bit. Okay. So, um, yeah, I'm going to be checking. Give me a second, guys. Am I late? No, you're not late. Hi. Hello. It's Ziki. Good to see you. Okay, so let's get started. So I have gold on the list here. I have the 1 hour time frame is what I'm looking at. Okay, so price of gold currently is 3,299. Right, it's been going up just as expected. Since the price basically switched from this downtrend that it's been on for the past couple weeks now. It finally switched from the downtrend back to an uptrend, right? So yeah, so basically now we want to be looking for opportunities to go long. Okay, we want to be looking for opportunities to go long on gold. Okay, so now we're going to focus on this new trend that gold is currently in, right? So as of right now, I've marked out the levels here. Okay, so we have the previous high over here, and we have the previous higher low right here. And right now the price is coming back to retest, right? This support here, this previous higher low. So I'm expecting it to start bouncing back up from this level, okay, to continue the move upward, all right, without breaking below this 3273, okay. So areas where we can look for opportunities to go long on gold is sitting between 3294 and 3285, okay. So 3294 and 3285 is basically where we want to go long on gold. The price already did arrive at 32, at this price 3294, and then we did get like a bounce back up, right? So right now it seems like it's just playing around these level, okay? But yeah, as of right now, this is the area where you want to be looking for opportunities to go long on gold between 3294 and 3285. Okay. And then, yeah, and then if you're going to go long on this area, the area where you want to set your SL, the best area for now is below this previous low, which is sitting at 3274, right? 3274, so slightly below that is a good area to set your SL. Okay. So this is the long-term price prediction. I'm expecting gold to continue pushing up from from this 3285. It should continue pushing up, right? So remember, the main target is the previous all-time high. This is where we're expecting gold to get to eventually. So I believe it's slowly going to make its way there, right? So as of right now, you want to be focusing on opportunities to go long, right, on gold. For the market to resume bearish, I mean, I don't see that happening, but if it's going to go back to being bearish again, that would mean that we would have to lose this current support here, which is 3274. If we actually lose this support, then this is actually going to now be a bearish move. The market is now going to start gradually making its way back down and all that. So yeah, so that's basically it on gold. Look for opportunities to go long, although price is not even at the area yet. If you didn't go long at 3294, 3285, then let me see if the price is even going to go back down there again. So let's check the 15-minute time frame. Okay, I'm just checking the 15-minute time frame, guys. Let's double tap on the screen, get the likes up to 10,000. You guys are not tapping. I can literally see we're still sitting at 3.0 likes. So y'all tap on your screen, guys. Let's get the likes up. And those watching on YouTube, also like. Let's get the likes to at least 10. There's over 10 of you guys watching. We can easily get the likes to 10. So hit that thumbs up button. Let's get the likes. Okay. Are those swings clear in the lower time frame? I mean, the ones you were explaining on 1 hour time frame. What do you mean by are they clear? What is that? What do you mean? If they are clear, I don't understand that question. Okay. So let's see here. I personally don't like looking at lower time frames, right? I focus just on 1 hour and all that. So yeah, so looking at this 15-minute time frame, what do we see? Okay, so on the 15-minute time frame, this is what we see. Okay, so we have a bearish, slightly bearish pattern here that's playing out, and this is why the price started selling here on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, and then so far it has, okay, usually with this pattern here, when the price breaks out, it comes to this first low, okay, this first low here, and then it tends to hold this to bounce back up, which it did. Okay, so as of right now, we have this resistance here. Okay, so the resistance is basically right over here, 33.14. That's going to be the level that this is the level that price needs to now break to be able to continue the uptrend. Okay, hope that makes sense. So based on the 15-minute time frame, the price is currently holding this support, right? It's currently trying to hold this support so it can push back up higher. Okay, but if this support here fails, it's going to go back down. Okay, it's going to go back down to 32. It's going to go back down to 3294, 3285. That's basically where the market is going to go back to. Okay, so let me just so there. Let's tap on our screen, guys. Let's get the likes up. Double tap. Okay, I'm gonna make this green, whatever. Okay. Okay. Or maybe I'll make it blue instead. Okay. So yeah, so as of right now, we have the support. This is on the 15-minute time frame, and the price of gold is basically trying to hold that support. Okay, so this is a good area for a buy to go long. Okay, this is 3298 because it came all the way down to the support of 3294, and then it bounced back up. Okay, it bounced back up, and now it's coming back. It's so far, it looks like it's doing a good job to hold this 32998 support. So if it can hold that, then we want to see the price push back up higher. Okay, so this is also a good area to go long on gold. 3298. Okay, so yeah, so that's pretty much it for me. I'm focused on the long-term price movement. As long as the price doesn't break below 3274, then I still see the market as bullish. Okay, so that's all we're going to be focusing on. Okay, so I think hold up. So yeah, so that is it. This is like the long-term price analysis. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open up a different chart. Okay, I'm gonna open up a different chart so that I can mark out levels for scalping. Okay, because we want to look for scalping as well, even though we are analyzing and trading long term. I know some people, they don't really like trading long term, they prefer trading short term. So I'm also going to look at the market in that point of view. Okay, so let's get started here. So on this 1 hour time frame, number one, need to look for an area where price can use as support for us to look for a quick buy, and in areas where you can use as resistance for us to look for sell or short. Okay, so looking at this time frame here, let's start with the area for support. Okay, so the area for support, number one, we have this level here. Okay, so we have this level right here. I'm going to just mark that. Okay, so that's one area to look for potential long. All right, so when gold, if gold comes down to this area, this is 3282, we can expect it to bounce back up. So the first top part here, price could bounce back up. That would be a good area to go long. And then the bottom part also would be a good area to go long. Okay, so that's one area. Now let's look for an area for shorting. Okay, so let's look at the area for shorting. Let's tap on our screen, guys. Let's get the likes to, let's get it to 10,000. Double tap on your screen. Okay. So in terms of shorting, the area where we could look for quick short would be up here. Okay, so either in the middle part, so this halfway point 3313, or this top part here 3317. Okay, so either 3313 or 3317 would be an area to basically look for a short on gold if the price comes to that level. Okay, so lastly, I'm going to check the 15-minute time frame. So let me check here. Let's keep tapping on our screen, guys. Double tap. Let's get the lights up. Okay. So I'm just checking here which one on the 15 minutes the price react to already. Okay, so I see, oops, let me just mark this. Okay, so I see this 15-minute support right here, which market did tap into already. Okay, so it did tap into this support right here, bounced off, went to the target. So now if the price is coming back, if it breaks below this support, the next one where the price is going to use, okay, if it loses this support here, the next one that it's going to use is this one here. Okay, so this is 3285. Let me just put a line. I'm going to put a line here. That way, if the price loses this current one, because this is the current one that's price is currently above, you already tapped into it. So this would have been a perfect area to look for look for a long. Okay, so the price already tapped into it, went to the target, which would have been at this top part here. Okay, and then this top part here is obviously resistance, another good area for sell. Price is selling. So now if it comes here, it could use this to bounce back up again. So this is 3291. Okay, but if it loses it, if it breaks below this 32991, then it's going to go down to 3285. Okay, and then at 3285, this is where it will use it to now bounce up again. Okay, so this means that we could look for opportunities to go long around 3285. Okay, and this is basically exactly the support on the 1 hour time frame that I was talking about. Right, so 3285. Okay, it's approximately, to be more precise, I would say it's 3286. Okay, so when the price of gold comes down to 3286, then we can actually look for long at that area. Okay, so yeah, quick long at that area. When you go long at that area, you basically want to target 3298 as your TP. Okay, so if gold comes down to 3285, you are going to go long, and your TP is going to be at 3298. You can get out earlier if you want to. I mean, that's like over 100 pips already. If you're up by like 50 pips, that's a lot, right? You can just close the trade. As soon as the price starts moving your direction, you just close the trade, take your profits. And in terms of where to set your SL, if you're going long at 3285, the best area to set your SL is going to be at 3273. Okay, so 3273 would be the area where you want to set your SL. Okay, I don't know why the views are going down here. Guys, let's tap on our screen. Let's tap on our screen, guys. Let's get the lights up. Double tap on your screen. It's probably the network. Yeah, thank you, Narinda, for the likes. Thank you, Waja, Nancy. Okay, so these are the levels. I've marked them. So for now, we just basically wait. Okay, we wait. We've already missed out on a opportunity here to go long. This already missed. We missed that. So the next best area to go long would be around 3286. Okay, so 3286. What I'm gonna do, I'm going to set an alarm around that 3286. That way, if the price comes there, we can go long. Now, in terms of short, where we want to go short is going to be up here around 3217, 3216, 3216. We can look for short at that level. Okay. So I'm also going to set an alarm at that area. That way, if the price gets to these levels, we can go ahead and go short. Okay. So yeah. So that is it for gold for now. Yeah. So that is it for gold for now. Let's move on to the next pair. So let's move on to the next pair. The next pair on our list to analyze is GBP USD. Okay. So let's tap on our screen. If you're just joining the live, welcome. It's great to have you here. Currently, I'm just analyzing GBP USD. So far, I've analyzed gold, and now I'm about to analyze GBP USD. Okay. So I'm going to delete this cell. Okay. So this was the sell from yesterday that unfortunately it actually, didn't play out. Delete this. Okay. So let's see what is GBP USD doing. Okay. So this is GBP USD on the daily. This is GBP USD on the daily time frame. Okay. Number one, first thing to note is that the price of GBP USD is currently in an uptrend. Okay. Price is currently in an uptrend. And last week we basically saw the price gave us a sign that it could be heading down, right? We got a break out of this previous low. And this was basically something that should have caused the price to start heading down further, right? As the price was doing a retest, retesting back this support, which turns into resistance. Price basically should not have broken back above the current high. Okay, so the current, let me delete all these alerts. Okay, the current high, let me delete this. Okay, so this was the previous higher high, and then this was the current high. As a result of this breakout, usually we're not supposed to see the price break above this high. Okay, since this is a bearish sign, right? This is a bearish sign. We're not supposed to see the price break above this, but unfortunately, it looks like this was here a false breakout, because as we can see today, GBP/USD returned back to this previous high, and then it broke above it. Okay, now since it broke above it, this means that this uptrend is gonna continue, and this downtrend, or sorry, this breakout here was a false breakout. Okay, so the uptrend is going to continue on GBP/USD. So yeah, so that's basically what it means. And where is the price going? Well, it's let's see here. Let me zoom out. Okay, so the GBP/USD price should be heading all the way back to this high. Okay, this is where it will be most likely be heading to. Okay, it could be heading back to that high over there. Yeah. So anyways, you want to just focus on the trend. So since the current trend right now is bullish, you want to look for opportunities to go long. Okay. Currently, the price of GBP/USD, it is at a resistance, right? This previous high here, 1.3444, is a current resistance on the daily time frame. Price came to it and it already did break above it, right? So what I'm going to do now, I want to switch to the 4-hour time frame. Let me just check whether it actually did break it or not. Okay, so actually, hold on. So I'm going to go back to the daily time frame. Okay, and then what I want to do right now, I'm going to mark this resistance here. Okay, and now I'm going to switch to the 4-hour time frame to see whether GBP/USD broke that resistance or not. Okay, so I have switched to the 4-hour time frame, and as you guys can see, it didn't break it. Okay, it attempted to break it, you can see. However, we didn't get the 4-hour candle closing above that resistance, right? You see the 4-hour candle here, it gave us, it attempted to break it, but by the end of the candle closing, it closed back below. Okay, so now let's check the 1 hour. Let's see if it actually broke it on the 1-hour time frame, because we can use 1-hour time frame as confirmation for the breakout as well. Okay, so checking this 1-hour time frame, let me zoom in a little bit. On the 1 hour, it also looks like it didn't break it. Okay, on the 1 hour, it looks like, yeah, it looks like the breakout was false. Okay, it looks like the breakout was not successful. Okay, so what's gonna happen now? Okay, we can see as the price of GBP/USD attempted to break this resistance, it failed. All right, so now it came back down and then ended up finding support at this previous high. Okay, so this is an uptrend for this 1-hour time frame. So this previous high right here is basically the area where it actually found support at, and now it has now bounced back up. Okay, it has now bounced back up to this resistance. It's back at that resistance again. So this is GBP/USD re-attempting to try to break that resistance. All right, so we want to be patient. Let's wait and see whether it's going to be able to break that resistance this time around. If it's not able to break it, then this is going to be a sell. Okay, this is going to be a short for GBP/USD. So as of right now, what we want to do is we want to be patient and wait for this current 1-hour candle to close. All right, so if this current 1-hour candle closes bearish, this is going to trigger a short. Okay, the price is going to actually start heading down. So you can actually look to short GBP/USD if this current 1 hour candle closes bearish. Okay. And then if you're going to short it, you want to set your SL above this high. Okay. So this high here this week, 1.3469. This is where you would set your stop loss. Okay. So there's about 40 minutes. There's about 40 minutes or 41 minutes left for this 1 hour candle to close. If it closes bullish or bearish, then we look to short. If it doesn't close bearish, then of course we're not going to short. Okay, we just not going to short. But are we going to also enter a long? No, we're also not going to look for a long, because you never want to enter a long at a resistance. It's never a good idea. Okay, so in terms of long, we need to analyze what is currently happening. Okay, so we need to check here. I'm checking this 1 hour time frame, and then what I see here, I can see a bullish structure that's currently playing out. Right, I see the price of GBP/USD going higher and higher. Okay, so I'm going to focus on, if I'm looking for long opportunities, I want to focus on following this current trend. Okay, because this is the current trend that's actually pushing the price higher and higher. So if this is the current trend that's pushing the price higher and higher, this means that I need to follow the direction of this trend, right? So I've marked the previous high right here, and then I'm going to mark the previous higher low right over here. Okay, so this is the previous higher low. And if I'm going to look for opportunities to go long, well, one area that could have gone long would have been, of course, this here, right? This top part here would have been a good area to go long because it was once a resistance. Price broke above it, it turns into support. So that's one area that I could have gone long. Now I've already missed out on that long. So the next best area for me to actually look for long would be down over here. Okay, so around 1.3340 and 1.3335 would be the next area for me to look to go long on GBP/USD. So I'm going to set my alert at 1.3340 just in case if GBP/USD actually comes there, that is where I want to go long again. Okay, but if it doesn't come here, then it just means I don't have an opportunity to go long. As of right now, the best trade, what I'm waiting to see is for a short, and then I need this 1 hour candle to close bearish so that I can confirm whether to short or not. Okay, but if it doesn't close bearish, then I'm not going to enter any short, and I'm also not going. Well, I should reduce the volume. Okay, sorry. Yeah, if it doesn't close bearish, I'm not going to go short, and I'm also not going to go long at all either. Okay, I'm not going to go long at all either because once again, even though yes, there's a possibility you could go higher, it is not a good area to go long. It is a resistance, so anything can happen. The next candle that starts after that could end up being a bearish candle. So you always want to protect yourself when it comes to looking for opportunities to go long. Always make sure you're going long at a support area. Okay, always make sure the area that you're going long is a support area, and the area that you're going short is a resistance area. Okay, no matter what, if the price has arrived at as a support, even though you know you feel and you believe that it's going to be heading down, just don't enter the short at a support because it's just too risky. Okay, same thing with the resistance. All right. So I know sometimes our minds can make us feel like, oh, we're going to miss out. If I don't enter the short right now, price is going to start heading further down and I'm going to miss it. You know, this is what your mind tends to tell you. And then you start entering the trade because you don't want to miss out on the move. But you have to remember every time you do that, majority of the time, you're going to lose. Okay? Majority of the time, you're not going to make anything because the price tends to always go against you if you're trying to short at a support or you're trying to long at a resistance. Okay, so patience is the key. That is it for GBUSD right now. I don't see any trading opportunity. I'm gonna wait for the next 36 minutes to see how this 1 hour candle closes, and then that's going to determine what I do next. Okay, so if this once I get that confirmation, I will most likely post the signal on the Telegram channel. So if you're not in the Telegram channel, make sure you join it. The link is in the bio. So head over to my TikTok bio right now. You'll see a link there. Click on it. It's going to redirect you to my YouTube channel. And then from there, you should be able to see the link to the Telegram channel. Make sure you join it. This is the place you want to be at. If you're serious about learning trading, you're serious about making money, that's the place you want to be at. And then lastly, just to inform you guys, I have the June 2025 trading class that is going to be starting soon. So if you're someone that's been interested, looking for a trading class to join and all that, then make sure you sign up for that trading class. The registration form is on my bio. Go to the bio and fill in the form. All right. The deadline to register for that trading class is May 31st. Okay. So far, we've analyzed gold, which, like I told you, is going to go long, okay? Based on the current trend on the 1 hour time frame, gold should be going up. We've analyzed GBPUSD, and this one for now, it's we're waiting for confirmation to know what's gonna happen next. Okay, so now let's head over to the next pair. Let's see if we can find any other setups to trade, hopefully. So let's look at AUD/USD. What is happening with AUD/USD? Let's tap on our screen, guys. I don't know why the likes is still sitting at 6.7. I was expecting it to get to 10K by now. Okay, so yeah, so AUD/USD. This is the 1 hour time frame. I've analyzed this yesterday and the day before, I believe. Okay, so yeah, so AUD/USD, same thing. It's literally not much has been happening over the last 4 days or the last 2 days. It's just been going sideways. Not much has happened, right? Ever since the price broke the resistance of 64.70, it just came back and it's just been going side to side. So yeah, so the expectation is still the same. If the price breaks below 63.42, okay, so if the price of AUD/USD comes and break below 63.42, this is going to trigger a short. Okay, so you can look for a short below 63.42. Okay, now when the price breaks this 63.42, don't go ahead and short right away. Wait for it to come back to retest that area's resistance. Okay, then you enter your short. That's one trade setup to take, is a short below 63.42. Next trade setup that we could look for is a long around 61.24. Okay, so starting from 61.24 and 59.85. This is areas we can look for long at. Okay, all right, so yeah, so the price is not in any of this area, so this means that technically cannot really trade. Let me check the let me check. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So let me check the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so this is the 1 hour time frame. Let's see what is happening here. Okay, we're gonna break it down piece by piece. All right, so we're breaking it down piece by piece. So this is the 1 hour time frame. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is the 1 hour time frame. What do we see here? Okay, so on this 1 hour time frame, where is the price at right now? Okay, so these zones that I've marked out, okay, so this here, this is on the daily time frame. Okay, it's on the daily time frame. I'm going to delete this because it was just to mark that the previous lower high, okay, the second previous lower high got broken. So there's no need to have that red line there. So this is it. This is the daily time frame, okay? We have this resistance, price broke above it, comes back to do a retest, all right? It comes near the previous higher low, holds it, and then it bounces back up. It bounces back up to the current high, it gets rejected, and now it's coming back down. Okay, so that's what we're seeing. It's coming back down, but this time the price is currently holding support right here. Let me delete this. Okay, so the price is currently holding support right over here. Okay, it's holding support right over there. So now let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Okay, before I go to the 1 hour time frame, okay, I want to explain to you guys, what is the two scenarios that would happen from here on. Okay, number one, if the price is going to continue going higher, right, it basically needs to break. Okay, the price needs to break this current resistance here. So it needs to break this current resistance. If it's going to go higher, we need the price to break above 65.03. Okay, that is the current resistance that's standing in the way for the price to be able to push higher. So if it's able, all right, if the price is able to break above 65.02, then it's going to be able to push, continue going higher. Okay, so because this is, this is the price has already switched from this, it has already switched from this downtrend to an uptrend. Obviously, we are expecting it to continue going higher, right? Because it has switched from this downtrend here to now an uptrend. So we are expecting the market to continue pushing higher, okay? And the price is going to be able to do that without breaking this current low, okay? So this current low here is super important. This is 63.45, okay? 63.45 is a low that we don't want to see AUD/USD come back to and break below. If it comes back here and breaks below it, then it means it's heading down to this low, and then from here it could buy and still continue the trend. Okay, so that's one thing to note, and we've already seen how the price came back, right? It came back to this low. It did hold it, it bounced off, but it failed to break this resistance, push back, and now it's coming back to try to break it again. So if it's able to break above it, it's going to continue going higher. Where would you have looked for your long opportunity? The best area for you to have looked for long is down here. Okay, so this is so starting from 63.60 and 63.41, that is the area that you should have looked for your long on AUD/USD. But since the price is no longer there, what does this mean? Does this mean you just randomly start going long here? No, you shouldn't, right? Because now the price is at a resistance. You don't want to go long at a resistance. You want to stay out of the market don't stay out of the market. You just don't want to look for long at a resistance. However, you do want to look for short at a resistance. But this resistance here, price did already tap into it, and then it sold off. It's coming back here again. Okay, so yeah, so right now, if the price wants to go up, it's going to continue. It has to break this current resistance here, and if it does, it's going to go up. If it doesn't, then it will come back down. Okay, so an area where you can look for short, okay? Well, it's the current place where the price is obviously a good area for short, right? The price is at a resistance. This means that you want to look for short, right? Anytime price is at a resistance, look for short around that area. And then you set your SL above the next resistance. So as of right now, the current resistance that AUD USD has, the current resistance is where the price is at right now. Okay. So this is 64.63. Okay. 64.63, 64.71. This is the current resistance that the price has, which is a reasonable area to go short. So if you go short there, set your SL above this current resistance, and then yeah, if the price is going to sell, that's what has to happen. It has to make sure it doesn't break below it, above this resistance. If it does, then it means it's going to keep going up. Okay. And then in terms of buying or going long, you want to go long at this area. This is where I would go long. But then again, this is actually a risky area. All right. If you take a very good look at it, we can see that the price has actually tapped into this area multiple times already. Right. We have a tap 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Price has already used that support to go up. This means that if it comes back here again, there's a high chance it's going to break below it and head down. So be very careful. That also will not really be a good area to go long. Although if you want to attempt it, yeah, good luck. I wouldn't go long here. I would be expecting when the price comes here, I would wait to see how the price is reacting. I want to see, is it going to give me signs that it's actually holding it? And I'm going to be looking for this confirmation on the 4-hour time frame. Okay. I want to see that on the 4-hour time frame, when the price comes here, it actually closes a bullish 4-hour candle. If it does that, that means that the price really does want to hold this and it's going to go up. But if it doesn't, then I'm not going to go long here. I'm going to anticipate that it's going to break it and then wait to go long down here instead. Okay. So that's AUD/USD. Looking at it, when we looked at it on the daily time frame, it makes more sense. Okay. It makes more sense. Now let's look at it here on the 1-hour time frame. Okay. So on the 1-hour time frame, we can see that same resistance right here. We see that the price, obviously it came to that resistance. So I'm going to mark it. Let me actually mark. Okay. So it has come to the resistance. It did get rejected here. Okay. It did get rejected. It sold off. And then it came down to a support. Okay. So there's a support right over here. All right. So this is another thing to note. Anytime the price gets rejected at a support, that's on on the left side of the chart. You want to make sure to focus on the right side of the chart as well. Okay. Because if there's any support on the right side of the chart, this is an area that the price is going to use to bounce back up. Okay. So you have your resistance on the left side of the chart. All right. Which price is going to. Now, when price arrives at that resistance that's on the left side of the chart, it's going to start selling. All right. Now, as the price is selling, where is it going to stop? Where is it going to stop selling? Well, it's going to stop selling at any support that it has on the right side of the chart. In this case, we have a support right here, which is a perfect area for the price to now stop dropping and reattempt to go back up to the resistance. And this is exactly what happened. As you can see, AUD/USD, after it got rejected, okay, it found this, it got rejected over here, right? This is it. It got rejected at that resistance, the red line. It basically started dropping. Now, as it was dropping, it stopped dropping when it came to this support right here. Okay. This bearish candle followed by this bullish candle is basically a form of support. We have many different types of support, but this is a form of support which AUD/USD used to now bounce back up to the resistance. Okay, so now as it is bouncing back to this resistance, it's going to try to break it. It wants to try to break this resistance again. So if it breaks the resistance, right, we want to see a 1 hour candle to close bullish above that resistance. If that does happen, this means that it is actually going to be able to successfully break the resistance. But if it doesn't close a 1 hour candle above this resistance, instead we get a bearish candle, right? The price is already at the resistance. Yeah, it's already at the resistance here. It made it. So if we get a 1 hour bearish candle at this area, this means that the price has failed to break this resistance. So what is going to happen? It's going to go down. Okay. So what does this mean? What does this mean for you? This means that you want to wait to see how this is going to play out. Okay. You want to wait. There's about 20 minutes left for this current candle to close. This current candle might actually close bullish. Okay. It might actually close bullish. So if it does close bullish, then you wait for the next candle that starts after that. Okay, so the next candle that starts after that is going to tell you whether the price is going to be able to break it or not. If it closes bearish, then you already know what to do. You look to short. Okay, if it closes bullish, you don't short at all. You just stay out. You understand? So yeah, so for AUD/USD, unfortunately, there's no trade for us to take. We have to wait for confirmation. So I'm going to just get out of this one here. Let's head over to another pair. If you're just joining the live, you're welcome to the live. Hope you're doing great. What I'm doing right now is analyzing AUD/USD. This is what I do on my live. I come here to analyze the Forex market, tell you guys where I believe the market is going. The main pairs that I tend to analyze and trade is gold, AUD/USD, GBP/USD, and I've analyzed these three pairs already on the live. If you're just joining and you've missed out on the analysis, you can go and watch the recording of this live on my YouTube channel. Okay, so I am also live on YouTube, so you can always go to the YouTube channel to go and review the analysis so you understand what is going on. Okay, so AUD/USD, we have no business with it for now. Okay, let's go to I'm going to look at a pair that it's been a while that I've looked at this one, but USD/JPY. How many people in this on this live? How many people trade USD/JPY? If you trade USD/JPY, type in the comment section so I know. Or type in the comment section which pairs do you guys trade? Which pair you guys trade? Do you trade gold, GBP/USD, AUD/USD? What pair exactly do you guys trade? Let me know in the chat box. Type the pair that you mostly trade every single day or every single week. Okay, I see Mark, you trade USD/JPY and gold. Okay. Abati, gold, GBP/JPY. Okay. Okay. GBP/USD. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. I see. So you guys trade GBP. Okay, so I've analyzed GBP/USD. Gold. Let's look at USD/JPY since I see some people that trade it, right? So let's look at it, see what's happening here. Okay, so USDJPY, I'm looking at the daily time frame, and then I'm going to just zoom out. I always want to zoom out so that I can actually see what is actually happening. Okay, I want to see what is the trend for this market. Okay, so number one, what do I notice? I notice that we have a high over here. Okay, so I'm marking this. I'm going to use the black. Okay, so we have this previous high, price broke above it, and then we have this previous higher low right here. Okay, we have this previous higher low. Okay, that's number one thing to note. Previous high, previous higher low. And then what else? Okay, so what do we notice here? We notice that the market, okay, USDJPY. Now I'm going to zoom in so we can actually see what has happened so far. Okay, so looking at this USDJPY, the price was actually in a nice uptrend right here. Okay, it was a nice uptrend right here, and then it basically turned slightly bearish by breaking this previous higher low. Okay, it broke it right here. So this means now that it is now bearish, right? So came back to do retest, and then it continue the sell. Okay, the price continue the sell here. So what we have right now, okay, we have this low. Okay, this is the previous lower low, and then we have this previous lower high right here. And then yeah, so what has happened so far? We can see the market came back, it broke above this low here, okay, and then it continued going higher, and then came back to do a retest on it, pushed up to go higher, and then it started falling back down. Okay, so now the price is back at this low, okay, this lower low here, which is an area of strong support, right? Because since the price broke above this lower high, okay, since the price broke above that lower high, this means that this lower low is going to become an area of a strong support. So that's why you can see when the price came here, it tapped into it, held it, and now it's pushing up. Okay, so for USDJPY, as of right now, the strong level of support that it has is sitting between 141.73. Okay, so 141.73 and 139.91. Okay, so areas to look for opportunities to go long on USDJPY is going to be around 141.75. Okay, so 141.64. Okay, so 141.64 and 141.99. Okay, this is an area that when USDJPY comes to, it should bounce back up. Okay, so that's what I see happening here. I believe where the price is going to is dropping, and it's coming down to, it's most likely coming down to 141.90, 141.67, and then from there it should now bounce back up. Okay, so you can look for long on USDJPY around 141. Okay, so 141.92 141.67 or 64. Okay, that's where you want to look for long on USD/JPY, because this is where the price is coming to. Okay, yeah, so that is basically USD/JPY. I am expecting the price to continue to go back up, right? To go back up. So we want to see it to buy. Okay, we want to see it to buy. And then this is the current low here, which the price shouldn't break below. Okay, so that's the current low here. If the downtrend is going to continue, then that means that the price would have to break this low and continue heading down. So where do you set your stop loss? You set your stop loss below the low that is being protected. In this case, it is this. Okay, so you set your stop loss slightly below 139.83. Okay, so that's USD/JPY. This is what I see happening. Okay, so I'm going to look at what I've looked at, what I've analyzed the left side of the chart. Okay, I looked at the left side of the chart to try to understand what has happened so far, for me to understand what could be happening on the right side of the chart. And this is what you always want to do when you're analyzing. Don't just focus on what's happening on the right side of the chart. Like, don't just focus on what's happening. Like, go and analyze the whole thing. Like, look at what has happened in the past. Where's the price coming from? Is it coming from downtrend, uptrend? Like, what is the current direction and all that? And then once you understand what has happened so far, then you can be able to understand what is happening right now. Okay, so now I'm going to look at the left side of the on the right side of the chart. Okay, so on the right side of the chart, I can see the price heading lower and lower. Okay, it is basically in a downtrend, right? On this is like another downtrend that the price is in. Okay, this is like, I'll call it a minor downtrend. Okay, we have the overall, the bigger trend, right, that's playing out, which is also bearish, but now we also have a minor downtrend that is also playing out. Okay, so with this one here, what do we see? So with this one here, the price is bearish. What has happened so far? Let's see. So we broke this. This is our previous low. And then this was our previous high, which the price did break above. And then the second lower high also did get broken right here. Okay, so you can see the second lower high actually did get broken right here. Okay, so this is actually now bullish, right? This is now a sign that the price should be going back up. So that is why this level here, 141, 92, 141.64 is going to be a strong level for the price to bounce back up. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, guys. Even this downtrend here is officially over, so the price has every reason to now push back higher. Okay, so yeah, anticipate a long on USD/JPY around those price level that I mentioned. Okay, so I think that is it. Let me look at one more pair and then we'll call it a day. Let's look at Euro USD. Euro USD. It's been a while since I've analyzed this one, so I'm going to delete all this. Okay, let's start from scratch and see what is happening. Okay, so yeah, so this Euro USD of a thing. What do we see here? Let's start by looking at the left side of the chart. Okay, so I'm looking at the left side to understand what has happened so far. Okay, so this is the left side of the chart. I can see it was in a downtrend, obvious downtrend. Okay, so what am I gonna do? Let's see if this downtrend actually did get broken. Okay, so this downtrend, if it got broken, we're gonna confirm it right now. I mean, it's obvious, it's kind of obvious it did, right? So yeah, the lower, second lower low or lower high here actually did get broken. Okay, so you can see that it did get broken. Okay, so it is actually, yeah, it is, this uptrend is legit. So I'm gonna delete, oops, let me delete this stuff. Okay, so this uptrend here is legit, and the price has been respecting it. Yeah, I can see here it's been respecting the lows and the highs. For this here, we got a fake, we had a breakout here, which, I mean, it's not fake. Okay, it's actually not fake because the price did respect the resistance, right? So it broke this low here, and then it did pull back up, and it respected the resistance, sold off, right? So this was actually nice. Now price basically now resume the uptrend. Okay, resume the uptrend after finding support, um after finding support, oops, after finding support right here, the price resumed the uptrend. Okay, so now we know it has resumed the uptrend and it's going higher and higher. So now we're going to see what's happening on the right side. Okay, so on this right side here, I'm going to delete all this. Okay, so on this right side here, what do we see? Number one, we have a support. Okay, so we have a support or a resistance that has turned into support right here. Okay, and then I'll mark the higher low as well. Okay, so what have we seen so far? Actually, hold up, I got that wrong. Okay, let me redo this. So it's actually right here because I can see we had a breakout right here. Okay, so this was actually the previous high. Price broke above that. So this is the previous higher low. Okay, so what do we see here? We can see the price came back to the higher low and then it actually failed to hold it. It ended up breaking. Okay, so this is bearish for Euro USD because the fact that the price ended up breaking below this low, which is not supposed to do, this means now that this area is not going to be in a resistance. Okay, so I'm expecting Euro USD to sell from 1.1474. Okay, so you guys can look for a short on Euro USD around 1.1470, 1.1470. Okay, so 1.1470, around that area. This is where you want to look for short on Euro USD. Okay, so yeah, so when a price comes here, just look for a short because since it broke this higher low, it is actually bearish. So it has to, it's supposed to sell as a result of that. And then you set your stop loss at this high. Okay, so this current high here would be where you want to set your SL. Okay, selling from okay. All right, so I'm going to be going off now. Okay, I'm going to be going, so this is basically what the trade is going to look like. We'll review this. Yeah, we're going to review this tomorrow and see whether it played out or not. So that's it. That's the setup for Euro USD. Okay. Yeah. Check GU Each one is about to close. Okay. Let me set my alarm here for Euro USD. That way when it comes, I'm going to post the signal on the Telegram channel. Okay. So that's Euro. Let's see. GBP USD. Okay. Yeah, so GBP USD, as we talked about it, we were waiting for the 1 hour candle to close. We wanted to see whether it's going to close bearish for us to be able to short. If it doesn't close bearish, we're not shorting at all. There's about 1 minute left for this 1 hour candle to close. So if it closes bearish, then you can short. But if it doesn't close bearish, do not short. By all means, don't short. And then lastly, remember where you want to look to go long on GBP is down over here. This is sitting between 133.40 and 133.35. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So far, the only trade that we are actually in is on gold. Okay, we are on a trade on gold, expecting it to continue. We're expecting gold to continue buying. Okay, so that's why we are in a trade on a long on gold. And then I think that's about it. AUD USD, there's really no this one we're waiting for whether it's going to be a buy or sell. Where's the chart? Okay, so here. So yeah, so AUD USD, we are waiting to see how the price wants to act. Okay, so yeah, but it looks like it wants to break the resistance. But how it did even attempt to break it, but yeah, so that is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. I hope you learned one or two things. I'm gonna end it here for today. Thank you for everybody for liking this live. Thank you for the likes. I don't see any gifts. I don't think I received any gifts, but it's all good. Thank you for those who followed. Make sure you join the Telegram group if you're not yet in it. And also don't forget, register for the trading class if you want to learn about trading step by step, understand some of the strategies that I use, how exactly I analyze the market. Join the trading class. The registration is now open and the deadline to register is May 31st. Okay, so hurry up. The class is starting on June 5. Thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Have a lovely, wonderful, profitable day. Take care, guys. Bye for now. And those watching on YouTube, please make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not yet subscribed. And give this video a thumbs up as well, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. See you guys tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Bye for now.